Yes, I have a problem. There's stuff growing on my face, and I have to keep removing it. It's a huge issue.
Hey, maybe one day.
Very annoying.
Maybe one day your beard will grow up like
I
mine.
hope not.
I'm just saying.
I hope not.
This is the Block Party of Minecraft podcast, episode 184. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Yay! It's Saturday. It
Ow.
means it's time for the block party.
I shouldn't have done that intro.
Why?
The leaning back, it was right on the top of my back in this chair. Right here is hard plastic and it hurt. The things I do for the show, guys. You should subscribe. 99 cents a month.
It's a dangerous job.
Exclusive stuff. More goofy stuff like this.
It is exclusive. Subscribe. Yeah. Yes.
15
sure.
subscribe
Oh, and
if we get...
Yeah, if we get 15. Last I looked, yesterday was 5. We're at 5 subscribers.
Only 10 more people. Only 10 more of you guys.
That's it. That's all we need. So if you're not subscribed, you're one of them. Go subscribe.
You can do it.
99 cents a month.
99 cents. I can afford that.
Exclusive.
I can afford it. You can afford it.
Absolutely.
Everyone can afford it.
All right.
Everyone gets the exclusives.
Also, I do want to mention that if you're not on Spotify, you can't see our pretty faces.
Oh, my goodness. You lucky people.
I'm just saying. The podcast is on video. We are doing this on video.
Is it a video?
Amazing.
Is videocast a term? Podcast?
It used to be, but now it's just podcast. I mean, everybody's going video now. It's the thing to do. But you got to be on Spotify.
I could buy an actual camera. There's an opportunity I could now.
Yeah.
Use that for the podcast. Get real fancy.
Fancy pants.
My side would just be 4K.
We're not here to talk about cameras. Well, we could talk about cameras. Okay. It's kind of Minecraft related if you're a content creator with Minecraft.
There's a cool mod in Minecraft that makes it so you can have like cameras, kind of. Replay mod.
Nice.
Flashback, which is better.
Absolutely. All right, we are a Minecraft podcast.
And that doesn't talk about Minecraft often.
We like to get comments from the listeners.
Yeah.
About Minecraft. But what's funny is the comment we have this week isn't really about Minecraft. It's more about the podcast. But yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and get to comments of the week.
Comment.
It's
just comment.
Go ahead, Little. So I'll let you do it.
Our comment this week comes from Froggies. For follow-up, it's a MacBook 2013, and the margins are insane. I don't know what he meant. Like I just copied and pasted. I just copy and paste. That's what I do. Is that what you do at work too?
Control V.
Is that all your job?
That's a lot of my job is Control C, Control V. A lot of it. Like I take notes of things and then copy them and paste them. Absolutely. All right. Yeah. So he's talking about you got to go back. He had a comment. He wanted to play Minecraft. He said he got a MacBook.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It said it was like an insane amount of hours, like in the millions of hours for whatever it was doing. In the screenshot he posted before on our Discord. Be a part of our Discord if you're not, by the way. You can see all the fun stuff there. So anyways, he's just specifying, yes, it's a MacBook and it's 2013. And he was happy to play Minecraft on it. That's really what it came down to. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. That's our only comment. We need more comments. So get your comments in. You can email us, contact@theblockpartymc.com. You can go to theblockpartymc.com and there is a contact form there. Or the best way is join our Discord. You get the link. It should be in the description. And if it's not in this episode, because I've noticed some episodes is messing up the link. I don't know why. Then find it somewhere in a link.
Theblockpartymc.com. You can find it.
But you can find it there.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
Well,
Discord.
Probably. Maybe.
That's the best way. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about Minecraft.
Minecraft.
You did?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I killed 6 withers in Jericho.
6? 6 withers?
Yeah.
Dude,
wait. Did I kill more? I don't know. I killed a lot.
That's a lot of withers.
And
I mean, how did you get all the skulls? That's a lot of skulls.
I have
to make
a farm.
Withers.
It's a very crappy farm, but it works because I can AFK it. So I get some skulls. It's not enough to be like super fast. I want to build an actual one eventually, especially since this is a forever world.
Right.
But right now I just have a somewhat slow
I know
one.
we had a member, was it last season? No, I think it was season 3, and had an insane one with minecarts and everything.
Talk about the Wither.
Okay.
The Bedrock Wither, this is
super
the big,
hard,
tough,
right?
evil,
absolutely.
Can't kill it.
It's always been known to be really, really bad.
No, it's easy. I don't know what happened. I don't know when this changed. I don't remember reading it in the changelogs. But then again, I'm asleep during the changelogs half the time. So
I'm the one that reads those.
Exactly. I don't know if it got easier. It's definitely easier. You don't get the Wither effect. So that was the only reason the Wither was super hard. Yes, it still does lots of damage. Yes, it spawns Wither skulls.
You don't get the Wither effect. Well, you didn't get the Wither effect.
Yes, you did.
When they hit you, right?
When they hit you, you got the Wither effect to death or milk bucket.
Yeah, it was to death.
It was one hit and you died unless you drank a milk bucket.
And the Wither effect isn't supposed to be necessarily to death, right?
It's, Wither 3 or whatever it gave you. But now, nothing. I was getting hit left and right by the skulls, and I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. In my full max out netherite armor.
It's not a certain level where it does that?
I fought 6 of them.
Okay.
And for the first half, you can hit them with a bow, and then the second half, you can't hit them with a bow.
So now I want to go try and see if it's a problem with maybe one of our add-ons screwing it up.
I doubt it.
Or if it's actually in the game.
I did find one Reddit post, because I looked it up. I'm like, this has got to be a Jericho bug or something.
Right.
So I look it up. There's one Reddit post from a few months ago saying, dude, didn't the Wither used to be hard? Didn't it used to give you the Wither effect?
Right.
And stuff on Bedrock. So I fought them on both Java and Bedrock. I'd still say the Bedrock one is slightly harder, but nothing like it used to be.
Yeah,
now,
insane.
If you're going between versions, fighting Withers on both, it's going to be like, oh, okay, that wasn't that big of a deal.
Maybe I'll go fight one now.
So I'm very excited that they're a bit easier.
Right?
Because I have been...
Beacons,
beacons. I think I talked about it last week a little bit with the 6 beacons that I have in the center of my base. So I have all the effects you can get from beacons, max level of all the effects.
Right.
I'm doing it again. And I have another one already set. So I have 12 beacons in my base so far.
Wow.
And so that's 2 areas. I need to do at least a third one, I think. And I just want all of my base... underground, above ground, like all around my castle, my town, everywhere to just have this effect. If you're at my base, you're gonna have the beacon effects maxed out.
So that's awesome.
It's just all of it. And I want to design a redstone system. I started working on it so I can disable the effects. So like, let's say you don't want jump boost. Jump boost can get annoying sometimes.
So you just push a button and it turns it off kind of thing?
Yeah, hit a lever.
Or a switch.
And do it. But the problem is they're far enough apart. There's 100 blocks in between each beacon. Because they each go 50 blocks, so the range. And then, so there's 100 blocks in between each beacon. So you can't really have a lever that sends a redstone signal to all of them at once and get it to turn off. I don't... you might be... It might work. Once you go to the chunk, it would work, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you just... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But
that sounds fun.
It's a cool thing. I don't know if I'll ever actually do that. I'll probably just end up placing dirt blocks above beacons if I don't want the effects for then or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so that's nice.
Cool.
And
hey, we do have live chat here. So on Discord, when we record the show,
it's live.
It is
live. Have a live show.
You can be a part of it. And a radio guy here is a part of it today and says, "Want to fight a Wither with me?"
Maybe. I don't know. I've just been fighting them, knocking them out myself, going in quickly.
Yeah, and if they're that easy.
I've just been, okay, maybe warning, I've been playing Minecraft for a majority of my life.
Right. Yeah.
I'm good at the game, so if you're a newer player or whatever, and you're like,
it's still difficult.
If this idiot can fight a Wither, anyone can.
Yeah,
if this idiot can trap a warden, anyone can. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, the Wither, it's definitely easier. It's still a challenge. I got close to dying once, only because I was being stupid and was literally scrolling YouTube while the mid-fight going on. But I almost died. I'm putting it out there. I almost did die, and it was to the Wither effect, ironically, from the 3 Wither skeletons it spawns halfway through the fight.
Okay.
And then so it just spawned one. I thought I was in 2 block tall, so it couldn't get to me because I got done with the video I was watching and wanted another one. and so I was going through and I got down to like really close, and I didn't have milk buckets in my inventory, but I had them in a shulker box in my ender chest.
Okay.
That the ender chest was in my inventory. So I placed the ender chest, got the shulker box out, and got the milk bucket.
Wow.
So, yeah. Actually, that would have made a good story time. Dang it. I don't actually have a story time. That was the story time. I'll intro it later.
Still got to come up with something. All right. You also have I put the note there, but you mentioned you had some chunk errors on Jericho.
So today I was working on, I'm going to be building a creeper farm. So I was collecting ice, and the ice spikes or icebergs biome that we have, kind of the community iceberg biome that's right behind my base. Thanks for destroying the environment, everyone. But it's just, there's just chunks that are messed up. It's used to all be complete icebergs all around. Now there's random chunks of snowy plains, I assume, and it's like solid.
So replace the ice chunk that was over
goes all the way down. Yeah,
with some type of dirt.
Yeah, and snow, and it looks like if you took that chunk, it would go into a snowy plains biome.
And you're 100% sure that's been simulated and not just rendered in.
Yes. Although there might be some bits that this has been here before, I noticed. Because I'm trying to think, because I had a map. I mapped out a lot of this area from my map wall.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's right on the edge. I remember seeing some weird
here's
stuff
something
before.
Too. There are chunks, even though you're not in simulation distance.
But it still shouldn't do that.
There are some chunks that get rendered early on that are way far out that you've never been to.
Yeah.
Right? That happens sometimes.
But it's just it's weird that would happen.
But then as you render the rest, then if that chunk was already rendered, you're filling in the rest with whatever the update is now, and generation changes. That is one of the problems with long-term worlds is as they update how it generates and things, you can run into these problems often. And I think that's kind of what is happening. I don't think anything got deleted.
No, but specifically, I'd say it's worse on just servers because there's more players, more chunks being loaded.
Yep.
And then also you just and then 2 on Bedrock. This happens a lot more.
The client, right? So the player, the person actually playing, the client and the server don't always match 100%. Like depending on network and all this stuff. So there could have been some discrepancies there, and then the server took over, even though you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
The server may not recognize that you've been there, if that makes sense.
It's it's definitely worse on Bedrock servers. There are a lot of stuff that happens on Java.
And the more add-ons you have and random stuff like that too. Well, for the people like biome things, and
the big
stuff like that, that can cause all kinds of problems. We don't have those at all, and that's kind of the reason is because people love the add-ons, but
until they break,
and then they break.
For long-term worlds, it's just not worth it.
It's not good, and that's even like we have mob heads now, right?
Which are broke half the time, anyways,
and they're kind of broke.
Just weird.
And anytime any changes happen, I have to update the packs because they don't just work with our packs that we do use. You have to basically recode the whole thing.
Which I don't know. What would happen if we remove mob heads? Would it just remove all the items and stuff that are placed?
Yeah, it's just going to be gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just going to be gone. It just doesn't
I wonder if that
exist.
would cause issues because like one's on armor stands or one's placed. I wonder what would happen.
And that's part of the problem, right? And that's why I was very hesitant, and we waited years before we added them.
Though. They're so nice for decoration.
I really like them, and the ones we have are decent. I need to see if there's any updates and stuff to it.
Yeah.
But and here's the other problem is the creators of them, they have a passion for what they do for a while, and then they lose that passion and they don't continue with it.
Which I mean is fair.
And I get it. I totally get it. But now if you have a long-term world that's relying on this stuff,
it's just it's weird to me because some of the some of the mob heads seem really well. They work like even with texture packs or whatever.
Yep.
And then others don't. Right. And it's like some are just
it's very pieced together. And this is my problem with the Bedrock add-on community. Is people tend to make stuff, but they don't finish everything. They don't. I'm kind of a perfectionist. When I do something, I make sure it works here, there, and everywhere. Right? Yeah. All the packs I've done, I took a lot of time. For instance, as simple as the donut pack, right? Most people would have just released it the way it was. Oh, well, it doesn't show up in your hand and, on a server. I had to go through, specially make that so it worked on the server side and the client side and works everywhere. Now, there wasn't any documentation on how to do this the correct way, the way I ended up doing it, right? Nobody else was doing it right. And it drives me nuts that people don't take the time to do something right. They just do it to get it done. And that's just a life lesson to me in general, right? It's one of those things that drives me nuts about society. But as far as the packs go, I do like that one. And here, I'm a perfect example, right? Here I'm talking about creators not keeping up with their stuff. I'm not keeping up with the Jericho packs 100%. I check every time there's an update. I make sure it doesn't affect the player file or anything like that directly, but that's about it. But I need to go back through and I need to recode it all and put it together again. All the packs that we use that are kind of combined, make sure whichever ones have updates available that I get them on there, right?
If it works.
See, and that's exactly it. If it works, leave it.
Yeah.
No.
Leave it.
No.
If
there's a better way.
No, you're going to break it. You're going to make it worse.
Just do it right. Just do it right.
But if it's right, yes, you could update it. But if it's not breaking, it's fine.
Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
I feel like the Java mod community is more dedicated to their mods, as well as there's just more people that would take over. Like, there was a mod pack creator, amazing mod pack, had a team of people and stuff working on it, and I think he passed away. Okay. And so, like, people of the community and, like, some other people on the team stepped up and just kept the mod pack going. And there's a lot more community around the mods on Java. Right.
Well, and then you have this marketplace stuff, and now they're talking like if you make your own packs and then you put them on the marketplace, you can't offer them for free on your own.
The problem with the marketplace isn't
that's actually ruined a lot of good pack makers.
And the bad thing about the marketplace isn't even the marketplace itself. Like, the idea of it, it's fine. It's one, that rule is stupid. And also just then all the real mod pack makers and texture pack makers, the dedicated ones, are doing it there so they can make money, which valid, but also
then I can't just put it on.
It's not the server, same for without the community.
Right. Yeah. And that's it, right? So you have the official servers that are realms. Now you can use all those packs, right? And you can put the add-ons on, and that's awesome that they actually offer that. I think it's kind of cool. And you can have it on consoles and stuff, right? On PlayStation and Xbox and Switch, which, by the way, I think Switch is going to go away here pretty soon. Like, as far as things go for Minecraft.
We have Switch 2 coming out eventually, so I don't think...
And
the Switch
we're already pushing the limits of the Switch.
The Switch 2 is not going to be that much better, I don't think, because it's not made for external games. It is going to be better, I think, spec-wise. I don't think they've released it fully.
Yeah.
But like the Switch Nintendo products in general are made for Nintendo games. They're very good. Amazing games. Some of my favorite games of all time are made by Nintendo. Love them.
Right.
Great stuff. Great products. Their products are made for their products, not for others. Kind of like Apple. Apple makes good phones, good AirPods, whatever.
But
they're made together. If you try to take it's not as bad now. They've gotten better. But yeah, Nintendo is definitely... It's not made for games from outside platforms. There are. People play all kinds of stuff, but it's not as optimized.
Right. Well, Nintendo always had that. Like, even back in the day, right? The old NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. you had that seal, right, on the game. And that's all they allowed. They didn't really allow third party that much. But however, there were third party games, and some of them got in trouble. Some were allowed to. It was a whole deal back in the day too. But Nintendo's always really been leery of third party publishers.
Yeah. I mean,
which I get because it's quality control. It's the same thing, right? I don't want people just bringing add-ons to me that aren't mine.
And like, do they play
for the most part? So
Nintendo's like, it plays Minecraft fine on the Switch. It's just laggy. Like everyone I've heard of that plays Minecraft on a Switch is like, I mean, it's still Minecraft. It's still an enjoyable experience.
Right.
It's just laggy.
Yep. All right. Let's see. What have I done? Okay. So, speaking of switches, actually, levers in Minecraft.
Okay.
Okay. So I have my storage room, right? And I have 4 slots that sort out just for stone, right? It's not smooth stone, but the stone, right? Just stone. So I filled those double chests completely full all the way up. So I needed more storage, and I already had this built in, right? I have a lever underneath that turns off the hopper underneath that. And then you can go down and add more chests. So I added like 5 more chests, I think, below, and it goes hopper chest, and down to the bottom. So I added those to those 4 and was able to turn those on. So now I have more storage for those, and it's kind of like an overflow lever, basically, that you can manually do. There would be ways to do this. I started doing this, I think it was season 3. I started doing an automatic where it sensed once it got almost all the way full, it would basically shut off the redstone, so it would allow things to go into the hopper and then down into extra storage for that item. Now that's an awesome system, but I did not do that. It takes a lot to be able to do that. So now I manually go do it with a lever. But I got that done for those 4 items. I'm going to go through and kind of do that for a lot more. And then I got to figure out my manual storage area, right? And what I'm going to do there. I don't know if I'm going to go completely separate, probably on the other side. I dug out a whole bunch more area down below underground. I'm kind of becoming like you, Little C. Like I'm just digging for no reason, just digging big open areas underground. Now I am at Y level 41.
What's your statistics
that
on
way
mind?
I can't. I don't know.
You probably haven't caught up to me.
Yeah, no, I'm nowhere near that. Okay. But I did finish that little area that I was digging out, and so I could put manual storage over there. I have quite a bit of things that aren't being sorted out, and I kind of want to keep it, for the most part, the finished products, right? The stairs and the doors and those stone bricks and just things like that are finished products or crafted products. I don't necessarily want to keep them in storage. So I need to find good manual storage areas for that. I did. Now, going with this, of course, you need lots of chests to have any type of storage. So I chopped down quite a few trees. I think it might have been the week before. I don't think I played that much this week. It's kind of hard. It kind of all rolls together for me. I'm getting old and my mind isn't all there.
This week I just started playing more, like past few days, because I want to build a creeper farm.
Right.
It's such a pain, but I should have it done. I started working on it before the show, and then you had came and interrupted me.
Gotta get the show. We're gonna have visitors today, and I want to make sure we get this in early, and then we can enjoy the rest of the evening that way. That's kind of how I look at it.
Are we getting food with them?
I don't know.
Like random. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the pod party, everybody, where we talk about the visitors.
So there you go. All right. So I know I cut down a lot of large spruce trees, and by the way, if you need wood,
dang it, you just had to keep talking.
The spruce trees are the way to go. I know. I was already thinking it. I was thinking it too. I was thinking the same thing. But then I'm like, I want to talk about spruce trees.
Nobody cares about your trees.
Spruce trees.
Everybody knows the 4 trees. 4x2x2 is the best.
Of spruce.
Of spruce, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have the offshoots and all that.
And then you can just do that.
Go up and down.
Have a beacon, fly up, go down, zoom.
There you go. All right. Now, speaking of the in real life stuff,
yeah,
it's our time to talk about our past week.
That would have been so much better if you would have said anything, but no.
I'm just a podcaster. What do you want from me?
Get good.
Nah, I've played Minecraft since 2014.
Not at Minecraft.
And I'm still not good at that. So what makes you think that I'm going to be better at life or podcasting?
Good point.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Good point. I'm good at nothing.
Snow driving in a car equals fun.
Oh, was that this week? Driving? Oh, that was fun. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we went to a friend's house.
Yeah.
Right? A gathering thing.
And it was in the evening.
And they did
on the way there, it was
we
actually all day it was
quite a bit of snow, not like crazy amounts, but a lot of it was blowing and
over
drifting. Right?
It wasn't super icy, just snow.
Their driveway was covered. And so we got in fine. We got in, you drove us.
Yeah, I drove. It was fine. On the way back, it was snowing while we were there. We were there a while.
Yes.
And then we went out to the driveway and we're like, oh, that's a lot of snow. And it was blowing everywhere. And I think it was snowing a little bit more. It was piled up.
Above the bottom of the car.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've never driven in that much snow.
And we don't have an all-wheel drive car. We have four-wheel drive.
Front-wheel, two-wheel drive.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was fun. We got stuck in their driveway.
Yeah.
I would like to point out. So I would like to point out. I had an idea of how I asked him, and I'm like, do you think it would be good?
Actually, you asked both me and Holy Bookworm, and Holy Bookworm had her opinion, and I let it play out. Let's just put it that way.
No, you didn't. You were just being a troll.
That might be part of it too.
But I had an idea. You back out this way, go that way, so you have momentum to go that way, even though it'd be in the bank. I thought that'd be better. But no, I went with the other people in the car's ideas and went straight back towards their garage a bit, and then got stuck there trying to go forward. So back and forth a lot, and then we finally, at the end of it, went with guess whose idea. My idea,
and
it worked.
Well, we still had to push. Well, we still had to get out and push. Like it was just when you have snow that's taller than the bottom of the car. What are you gonna do? You can't do much about it.
Like it.
And we didn't shovel it, so we got out. We pushed. We got it. We got home, but it was a good experience because I think that's the first time you've actually had a car stuck.
Yeah.
So it's good to learn how to kind of maneuver that. And I grew up doing this stuff like before I even had a driver's license. I was doing this stuff. But I got to tell you, driving a car in snow compared to the truck,
it's
so much easier. Like I'm going down the county roads and they're fully snow covered. I'm doing 60 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Like I'm just
Dude, I don't
driving
do 60
along.
miles an hour down the county roads in warm weather. What the heck, man?
Like, I'm just flying. It's no fear at all in a car. It's so much easier. So much easier. I don't know what everybody's problem is. This is the first winter in 18 years, right, that I haven't had to drive a truck. And I don't drive that much a car. I didn't drive that much before now, right? I just drove the truck all the time. So it's amazing how much easier it is. But I have to drive a fairly long ways to get to work every day, right? It takes me like 40 minutes on a good day.
One of your show notes.
So, the third one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Before we get to that, so work today. I worked today. So that meant I got a little bit of extra time during the week because, I got to work 3 hours on a Saturday, right? That's it. And I get to work from right here, right where I'm sitting, which is nice. I just swap out laptops and good to go. But yeah, so I had extra time Wednesday and I was going to do all these grand things and maybe do Minecraft stuff and whatever. Yeah, that didn't happen at all. I basically just sat there all day and did nothing like usual. And part of the reason too, I think, is our cat, Onyx. Do you guys all know Onyx? Like, do we have pictures on the Block Party Discord of Onyx, our cat?
I can get a picture.
I don't know, but we probably should add one there. and she's adorable. Well, now every night she's expecting me to sit down in my recliner, have my legs up and my blanket on me, and she curls up and sleeps on my legs like every night now. And she gets mad if I don't sit down and I'm not there. Well, once she's there, yeah, there you go. There's our cat, Onyx. Once she's there, you're not allowed to get up, right?
Yeah, if there's a cat on your lap, that's the rule.
Cat's on the lap. You got to sit there. So it makes it really hard to play Minecraft that way. I guess I could have played it out there.
Or
I'm going to have to get better at that. But yeah, so I haven't really played that much as far as
you're blaming the cat for you not playing Minecraft.
I am. I'm blaming the cat. It's the cats. And other than that, it's just normal week, I guess. Work is it's work. I'm getting a lot more comfortable in the IT world, like just figuring out like, hey, a lot of this is just user error and you're just guiding the person. Like at first you might get a ticket. Oh, this isn't working and this isn't working. So you go in all the deep stuff and make sure their security groups are set and blah, blah, blah. And it ended up just being, they're used to it being in their favorites or in their recent files and they haven't been there for a while. So now it's not there and they don't know where to find it. You know, it's a lot of that in IT. And I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more though. So that's good. Little C, real life. Do you have a real life?
Not really.
I know.
Didn't do much.
All right, we'll move on.
Yep. This week, so Sunday is going to be a baptism service at church. So just some preparing with that. Nice. We broke stuff on Wednesday night at music practice.
I'm a little afraid it's not going to work, but
I'm very
assured me that
afraid that it's not going to work as well. But also I ordered a cable. And we were going to order a different one, but then we got it to work. So we're like, okay, we'll just order the one that's coming today, the day before we need it.
Right.
And we're hoping the other system works, but it'd be nice to switch this out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping. I was supposed to get a package yesterday. If this cable, and it said it was 10 stops away, and then it never showed up. We have people coming over,
though. I might leave, because I was planning on when I get the package to run into the church and set it up.
Yeah.
See if it works.
Yeah, we can see how that goes.
Because it's not super long for me to do that.
I'm trying to look to see if they've
want to make sure that
left yet.
Works.
They have not.
So the cable's just a micro HDMI, which I hate micro HDMI just because it breaks so easily. But that to HDMI, that's from our camera, our Lumix G7 out into a Elgato Cam Link, and that's how we get all of our video. And the reason it broke, I don't know. But we were messing with device stuff a lot in OBS because it's baptism service. We put the camera zoomed into the baptismal on the TVs in the sanctuary to make the in-house experience better. We did that last time and got a lot of people liking it, so we're going to do that again. But that's kind of complicated to do from a technical standpoint.
Yeah, and we're not really set up to do it quickly.
We have to physically switch out a cable under the desk, which now we cable manage since last time. It's so much easier.
Right.
But it's still
yeah, we'll make it happen
for that 10 seconds that we're doing that.
That's what's funny, too, is all the stuff we do. People don't think about that stuff, but they love it when we do it.
And they think it's easy.
Right.
They think that's just,
we make it look easy.
We make it look very easy.
Right. And it's really not. It gets way more complicated than what people... That's about everything, though.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, even Minecraft. Oh, it looks like a stupid, simple game.
It is.
Well, yeah, somewhat.
It can be.
But you can get really complicated with it, right? Yeah. And some of the cool stuff. So, yeah. All right. Anything else real life going on? Anything you want to talk about? How's school going?
It's still going.
Yeah. All right. Well, then that brings us to
the past week.
No, not yet.
No, not
yet. Not yet. No, hold on, little C. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Because I don't have anything for this.
It's story time with Little C, featuring Little C. Now here's Little C.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Storytime with Little C. I'm your host, Little C. I have nothing to talk about this week because the only thing I thought of that I said earlier and then realized I could have said that for Storytime. Yay!
This has been Storytime with Little C, featuring Little C, without a story from Little C. There,
it's just time. That was
kind of good.
Just time.
All right. Now we can move on, Little Z.
And now it's time for the past week of Minecraft on Minecraft.net.
All right, we have 3 of them, I believe. Let me get through them here. Pull them up. We have Minecraft Java Snapshot 25W08A. Came out Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. So Mojang is still down for maintenance, blah, blah, blah. Bug reports and stuff, right? They have a Discord for that. All right, new features. Added new sound variants for wolves. Overhauled the visuals of each spawn egg to improve readability and accessibility. Farm animal variants. Sheep, wool color, and warm and cold biomes. Reverted the change from last week that allowed blue, light blue, cyan. Why can I not say cyan? Cyan. I don't know. Yellow, orange, and a red sheep to spawn naturally in different biomes.
Good change, because those shouldn't spawn naturally. Thank you, Mojang.
So here we go. Black sheep will still be the most common type to spawn in cold biomes, and brown sheep will be the most common type in warm biomes.
You still get your, instead of it being white everywhere. I love it. It's just now it's natural color spawning and not...
Pink, and then pink sheep will still be very rare and able to spawn anywhere where sheep can spawn.
Couldn't remove that. That would be bad.
All right. Uncommon sheep colors in cold biomes are gray, light gray, white, and brown. And uncommon sheep colors in warm biomes are gray, light gray, white, and black.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. All right. So, yeah, you complained about you ran it for a while.
I didn't like this.
You ran it for quite a while on this.
Why? I would be so mad if I just am walking around and I see a bunch of dying sheep. Like, that just annoys
Here's what
me.
I think would be better. Let's take, so we have the pink sheep, right?
The pink sheep is not a feature. It's not a bug. It's like, it's an Easter egg.
Right.
It's not a real feature.
But should we make an Easter egg
no,
just as rare as the pink sheep? And maybe make the red sheep or the blue sheep or something.
No, because that would take away from the pink sheep.
It would make it even more rare.
No, it takes away. The pink sheep is iconic Minecraft Easter egg.
Just a thought. Don't chop my head off there.
I'm going to.
I know we have mob heads, sword. And we don't have player heads, though. So
that's so disappointing. We should turn on PvP. No specific reason why or anything, but you should turn that on.
Yeah, we did have it on season 2
for an event.
Season 1.
Yeah, it was season 1 we did, but season 1 was not a real season. That was just a bunch of idiots in a Minecraft.
But we learned real quick that you hit somebody's dog, and guess what? Now you're dead. Yeah. All right. Leaf litter.
Yeah, if you hit my dog, you're gonna be dead too.
I agree. Leaf litter is.
I got a pet warden. Dang it.
Tinted based on which biome it's in. So that's kind of nice. It changes the. What would that be? Like, not saturation. That would be some kind of color thing. Anyways,
yeah, it is.
Spawn egg visuals overhaul. Each spawn egg now has their own unique visual, which captures the personality and character of the mob it spawns.
Great, good change. I like it. It's only affecting creative, so it doesn't feel out of place. It's weird. It was very weird to see the first time I saw a screenshot of it.
I haven't seen this yet.
So all the eggs aren't egg shaped. Like, some have like little ears or stuff to make it look like the mob. I like it because we have so many mobs now. There's no way you can tell by all the colors.
That is true. I remember
it's very useful. But it's you gotta get used to it. I like it now that I'm used to it. The first time I saw it, it was like, do I like this? I don't think I like this.
Right.
And now I do, though. So.
Okay. Well, good. Each egg visual varies in shape to reflect the in-world size of the mob it spawns. For example, smaller mobs tend to have a smaller spawn egg. All right. Wolf sounds variants. Added 6 new wolf sound variants with unique ambient, hurt, death, growl, whine, and pant sounds. So that's cool. We not only do we have different visual of the wolves, now we have different sounds. The new sounds are part of variants that are called big, cute, Puglin. Is that
what?
That's what it says. Puglin. Angry, grumpy, and sad. All right. The original wolf sounds now are used for the variant called Classic. Every wolf will have a random sound variant assigned to it from the new 6 variants and their original one. The sound variant is not related to the texture variant.
Wow, so you can have a lot of combinations.
A whole lot.
It's kind of like pandas and stuff. You have the different personalities. Wow, that's cool. So you can have more. Your dogs, your pets have more character. Your dogs have more character.
So I wonder that it's completely random. I almost wonder if it would be better to tie it to the texture.
Like logically or game design wise, but
you
this
have
is fun.
A Rottweiler or you have a Chihuahua, right? Yeah. They sound totally different, but they always sound similar to each other.
I guess.
In the same.
But I think this will be cool.
All right, we'll see.
Because it's not like it's.
By the way, as we saw that all of this stuff is still in snapshot or beta previews, it can change, just like we saw with the sheep. So keep that in mind. By the way, if we go ranting about something,
we just do that.
It's fun.
We like to complain,
and but at the same time, the community does that.
Then they
as a whole, and then they change it
sometimes. It might take them years to add fireflies, but we got them.
We're getting them. All right, changes here. Sheep's wool undercoat is now also colored when dyed. This is Java. So finally, Java players, you're matching existing behavior in Bedrock Edition.
About time we got that on Java.
I mean, so you basically, so what was it? You sheared the sheep. You had a blue sheep, let's say, and it just would be white. So you had no idea what color it was.
Yeah.
I remember they changed that. That was a few years ago now.
That was a Bedrock. Yeah, it's always been a Bedrock thing.
Okay.
For a while, at least.
Yeah, that's about time you caught up with us, Java. All right, sheep can now eat fern blocks to match Bedrock Edition. The data pack version is now 68. The resource pack version is 53. All right, they do have a few bugs listed here and many more that I'm not going to read. Wolf barking and whining sounds are subtitled as wolf pants instead of barking. I don't know why wolves wear pants, but that's a whole different thing.
Oh my gosh.
Different type of pant. All right. Shields can block some environmental damage sources. And Death Loot Table field is incorrectly named Death Loot Table.
I love the typo.
Just the typo.
The whole thing.
So they fixed those 3 issues there. And many more. Of course, I always keep a link in the description down there somewhere, right? That just, it basically takes you to all the changelogs. It has the official ones, it has the snapshots, it has the previews, all of them. So check those out and you can read way more in depth on all of these. All right, next up, also on Wednesday, February 19th, 2025, Game of Minecraft Bedrock Beta / Preview 1.21.70.24. Mojang is down for that. Also, all right, features and bug fixes. Spawn eggs, same thing there.
Leaf
so
litters,
the spawn eggs are changed.
Sound changes.
Right? Leaf litter, sound change. So this, they changed the sound for leaf litter a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessarily in Java, so just changing those around. User interface.
This is actual change.
All right, actual change for the beta preview. Taking screenshots no longer takes the player out of the pause screen.
This is so annoying, and it's probably just me. But when I use the pause screenshot, which I don't always do because it doesn't save it to your computer, or at least it doesn't save it to the other place normally.
Okay.
But it saves it for the in-game screenshot library that you can like share to your friends or whatever in-game, which is awesome.
Yep.
But I do it. I take the screenshot, and it like flashes the screen like a camera, but then it exits you out of it, so it'll move. Like if you go down and you move your mouse or whatever, it moves it and messes up the picture a lot.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad that it stays in the pause screen.
All right.
It's just like a nice thing.
And changes have been made to the multiplayer tab and create new world and edit world. Player permission icons have been updated to better signal the roles, and on PlayStation and Nintendo consoles now shows a message informing the player that they need to sign in to access multiplayer features. Below the message, there's a button that will take the player to respective console sign-in flow. All right. Did you get that?
Sure.
So a lot of the changes on the UI, by the way, I don't really like the new UI in Bedrock.
Really? You don't?
I don't like it. I don't like the servers. Because before it used to be put the last one you were on top, the one you go to more often. Now they're in like different order.
I have a singular custom server, so.
Yeah, I have a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So, and I don't play on most of them, but I might help some other server owners or whatever. But
yeah, they should have like a favorites thing or something.
Yeah,
like,
they need to tweak that.
It should be
if
a quick
nothing
play
else,
option.
Tweak that one. Yeah. It looks fine.
It looks
right?
nice.
It looks nice, but functionality wise, it's less functional to me. Maybe it's just because that's what I was used to. That might be part of it too. Who knows?
I mean, scrolling down a tiny bit doesn't kill.
All right. They also have the wolf variants in this Bedrock side of things. Same type of stuff there. Fixes here. All right. These are, let's see. Fixed a bug where leaves in snowy biomes were not turning white while snowing. Fixed an issue.
Or Bedrock exclusive feature there.
Yeah. That's also an amazing thing.
For now, I don't.
Fixed an issue where destroying and picking up a shulker box would make it appear invisible in the inventory until world reload. So you'd be like panicking, you lose your shulker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just reload it and there it is. Fixed an issue where chunks weren't saving properly on older worlds.
Huh. But this is beta preview.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't know. Fire overlay will no longer animate while the game is paused.
Oh, yeah, 'cause the pause screen that's coming to Bedrock eventually.
Blocks will no longer play their animations while the game is paused. Held items are no longer displayed incorrectly when the game is paused. Hand position should remain the same while the game is paused.
I'm so excited for that.
Yes. They definitely figured out they needed to tweak a lot more on it, though. They wanted to get it out by now, and it just wasn't ready. The place controller tooltip is no longer incorrectly hidden when being able to place additional pink petals, wildflowers, or leaf litter, and of course many more. Check out the link for all the changelogs there. So we had the actual stable release 1.21.60 last week for Bedrock.
Yep.
Well, this week actually came out also on Wednesday, February 19th. They released a hotfix here, 1.21.61. Fixes and features here, general stuff. Fixed an issue that could cause players to see an error message when attempting to join their realm. And user interface. I do kind of wonder if that issue, whatever that is, was also kind of that issue we talked about with the time sync.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's related or not, but all right. User interface, keep inventory is back to being a cheat on all difficulties. Touch controls fixed a bug where a player could stay moving diagonally after opening a menu. Stability and performance fixed a crash that would occur while loading or creating a project in the editor due to custom blocks accessing material instances before they were loaded. Mobs here, hoglins and zoglins, can now be consistently hit by projectiles again. And blocks fixed an issue where the lectern would randomly tick and emit a redstone signal.
That last one I've had issues with.
You use a lectern for?
Well, it's next to a trap door. When it's next to a trap door, it ticks it, and I had a flower pot on top of it, so it broke the flower pot.
Okay.
Yeah. Random things.
Yep. It's amazing, all that kind of stuff. All right, and that's it. That's the changelogs for the week. So that's cool. So the big thing I'm getting here is some sounds for dogs, changing those up. You don't have your crazy color sheep now.
Yay.
But they're still variant based on the biome, which is awesome. I like that.
Oh, I love that.
Right. I really like that.
I'm glad we have the natural colors.
Yeah, exactly. The more natural colors, except the pink one, of course. All right.
Now it's time for
listener question.
Our first question comes from Radio Guy. Is all the game chat on Jericho saved somewhere, or is it deleted when I log off of Jericho?
We're always listening, so be careful on what you say. That's
okay. After that, there's no official way to log server chats for Bedrock or Java Edition, although I think both, especially Java, has like the moderation stuff. So I think it is logged technically, but like server owners don't have access to it. There's a lot of mods and stuff on Java Edition that do log it for servers. Like, it's really cool. There's a mod that connects it to a Discord channel, so you could be talking to someone that's on Discord that's also to someone that's in game, back and forth, and that is really cool. And I would love to see something like that for Bedrock.
So I looked into that
would
before.
Be so great on Bedrock on Jericho.
One of the server places, right? Not Bisect, but another one we had a test server on for a while. You could see the chat from the server side of things,
which was nice.
But I've never seen it again.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have that anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what allowed it.
It's so annoying because, like, I'll type stuff. Maybe I'll be talking to someone about plans to build something in game, and then it's like, what did I say? Like, where was I going to do that at or whatever?
Right.
And it's like, I'd love to be able to have a log of that.
Right. And it might be some way to log it, I'm guessing. But then how do you extract that data without having to go through every single log?
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure there's something out there. There's got to be a way to do it, right? So that might be a fun dive to try to figure out sometime. I know I looked at it years ago now, and wasn't successful with it at the time, but I've learned a lot more, little different brain now, and I have time every night. So maybe I'll look into it as long as I can get the cat off of my legs.
I have a lap. The cat can be on mine.
Yeah, I could use my my Linux machine
Transfer the cat.
Built. Not built, but applied to the laptop. All right. So no, there's no official way there. Next listener question here comes from the one, the only Holy Bookworm. If you could give a brand new player Minecraft one piece of advice.
What? How did you? Are you okay over there?
I cannot.
You have
talk
dyslexia today? Jeez.
Let's rewind. If you could give a brand new Minecraft player one piece of advice, what would it be?
Wow, good job. Good job. You got through it.
So what's funny about your answer, because I always ask you the question so you can have them in the show notes. It's basically the same answer I already had applied.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Start simple. Don't try to explore all the new features. There's a lot, or new features. Don't try to explore all the features, because if you're new at once, honestly, I would probably suggest going back to an old version. Maybe like, I don't know, 1.5 or 1.6, like an old version, to really get what the core of the game is. And that might just be because I have nostalgic glasses. I started on that version, so I'm like, that's how everyone should start, is starting on the old version. But I do think there's some good to it. Like, starting a lot simpler, you can learn the basic mechanics of the core of the game and then move to, like, modern day, which is crazy how much stuff there is.
Yeah, how many people stop playing because of how much there is to learn? I wouldn't say
stop playing. I'd say new players stop playing. Not like people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. Yeah, new players come in, never played it before. There is an overwhelming amount of
simple enough
features
to get into, and you can learn it.
Right, and just like we've talked about many times, is you don't have to do the new things.
Yeah.
Right, and they're bringing more and more of that where you don't have to experience.
But most of the new stuff's optional.
Right, absolutely. But yeah, enjoy that early game. There is nothing like it. Don't get in a hurry to get everything.
And
don't
maybe also, if you're new, this is something I would have loved to do. Start a forever world. Even if you make new worlds, start a world that you play on consistently that's your forever world, and just keep it.
There you go.
You can start a new world if you get bored of it, but always go back to it.
Yeah, that's really good advice there. That is really good. Start that, keep it.
Even if you do it as a noob, that's
even
the point.
If you get bored with it, as a noob
in a forever world, and then see how you can grow throughout the world. It'd be
make
amazing.
Backups to it.
Make backups.
Yes, there you go. Woo. Yeah, just cherish those moments you have and the experiences you have, and just let yourself discover what Minecraft is all about. Right? That is my advice to every player out there. Not just the new players, by the way. Just cherish that experience. Enjoy it. Don't be in a hurry all the time.
Speaking of that, let's be in a hurry and finish the show.
All right, let's do it.
I don't even know. I don't even want to.
Okay.
Okay, so there's some context. Not really context, but so Holy Bookworm, everyone's favorite part of the show. This is not everyone's favorite part of the show. This isn't even... I don't even want to say it. It's not good at all. It's not funny. It's not ironically funny. It's not good at all. This is one of the worst jokes I have ever seen in my life.
But we're gonna do
it. Here's everyone's, for this week, least favorite part of the show. Holy Bookworms joke of the week.
What kind of water doesn't freeze?
Hot water. I don't get it. Do we have a boo? What? Do we have a boo anywhere? Come on.
I have that. Close enough.
Boo. This sucks. No one likes it. That is not funny.
That's just a fact. It's Holy Bookworm's fun fact of the week. And it's not even fun.
That's just a fact.
Fact of the week.
Yes.
Boring fact of the week.
Hot water does not freeze.
Holy Bookworm. What? Why?
What are you doing? Are you good? Do you need help? Blink twice if you need help.
By the way, I am going to say something. So she enjoys doing the Noob Corner, and she enjoys either the Noob Corner or live stream most weeks. This week, she did not get to it. I don't know if she's going to continue or not, but just give her a shout out if you want on our Discord, right? Tell her how much you love her content that she makes. Except for this joke.
Specifically say that the joke on episode 184 of the podcast was bad. We got to get the message out there.
I don't get
how that's funny.
I don't think it is at all.
It's not.
All right. It's like when you're 2 and you tell a joke and you think it's funny, but it's just not.
This isn't.
But you don't even understand jokes. You don't know why things are funny.
This is just not. This ain't it.
All right. That was fun. It's been a great show. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for being a part. Don't forget to subscribe. That's the biggest thing you can do to help. We don't get financially supported anywhere. We don't have ads. We don't have any of that going on right now. We rely on you, the listeners, to subscribe. It's only 99 cents a month. Our goal right now, we've set a goal. We're challenging you right there. If you're not subscribed, 99 cents a month, you can be a subscriber. We give you some exclusive content. You got the After Hours show. You've got all our past episodes, all that good stuff. Plus, you're just helping us. Go do that right now. theblockpartymc.com.
Got thoughts or questions? Because I'm running out of those. So reach us on Discord or at contact@theblockpartymc.com or the contact form on our website somewhere. I don't know. Just use the email or join our Discord. Yay.
Thanks for listening. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my coffee.
I'm Little C. Bye.